Okay. So yesterday we read what were determiners. Before we start for today's class, let's recapitulate whatever determiners were. Determiners are special kind of adjectives which we use just before the noun. Yesterday I told you the difference between the adjectives and the determiners. Determiners are special kind of adjectives. They just clarify the noun. And what does an adjective do? Adjectives modify the noun. And I give you examples also. It was the milk, it was beautiful book, and so on. Yesterday we read about the categories of determiners also. They were articles, demonstratives, possessives, quantifiers, and so on. There were many. And yesterday we read about articles only and demonstratives. Today we are going to understand, today we are going to start with possessives and all. So let's go in deep. Possessives are possessive pronouns and adjectives indicate who an object belongs to. It means it shows the thing belongs to whom. Fine. It shows the possessiveness. It shows the ownership with that. For example, if we say mine, yours, his, hers, its, my, your, her, our, ours, their, theirs, and it. All these 13 comes in possessives category always. Except these 13, there are nothing in the name of possessive adjectives or possessive determiners, you can say. Example, some more we can say, if suppose I said this is my book, then the my is possessive, is possessive pronoun over here. But if I say this book is mine, fine, then I'm forcing on that. I'm showing my ownership on that book. So that would come in possessive determiners. Fine. Some more example I'm saying, if suppose this is your house, then your comes in possessive pronoun category. And if I say this house is yours, then I change the sequence of words, and then yours shows the possessive determiners. One more example I'm saying, that if I say uh, our le lo, that this is our house, fine, then our would come in possessive adjective, possessive pronoun category. And if I say this house is ours, then ours, ours will come in possessive determiners category. Okay. Except this, let's move to indefinite adjectives. Indefinite adjectives always comes in others category. They comes in quantifier. Yesterday I told you about quantifiers and numbers and all. The quantifiers and numbers, they all come in indefinite adjectives category. Why? Because here things were not definite, because here adjectives are not definite. That is why it comes in indefinite category. For example, little, a little, the little. You might have heard these three words, and I'm sure from the beginning till now you people must be confused that what is the difference between little, a little, or the little, or where should we use little, a little, and the little, and the same and so on with few, a few, and the few, and so on. So today I'm going to tell you where do we use little, a little, and the little, and you will be able to recognize, I'm sure. So little, it's a negative quantity adjective. Little negative quantity means when things are almost nothing. Fine, when things are hardly any, that time we use little, and it means not much. There is little hope. For example, there is little hope of her recovery. It means she is about to die. There is no hope of her recovery. That is why we have used little. Same is with few. Few will also come just after this slide. So again, I'm saying little comes, little, we use little when things are hardly any. It means when things are almost nothing. After that, a little, when things are more than little. जब हमारे पास थोड़ा सा नहीं है, मतलब जब हमारे पास बिल्कुल कुछ नहीं है और जब हमारे पास थोड़ा सा कुछ है. So when we have something in our hand, when we have at least something, it comes in affirmative adjective. It comes in affirmative case. Affirmative means positive. It means we have something. So it's an affirmative adjective. It means something at least. कि कुछ तो है हमारे पास. That is a certain quantity. That may be, however, a little. For example, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing. It means knowledge is having is fine. But when you're having a little knowledge, थोड़ी सी knowledge है, that is always a dangerous thing. Why? Because we always boast about our knowledge. Fine. So it's better like या तो हमारे पास knowledge नहीं ही हो या हमारे पास knowledge बहुत अच्छी quantity में हो. Fine. So the example says a little knowledge is a dangerous thing means a little knowledge, a little means at least there is something in the name of knowledge in her. After that, few, as I spoke before, the same uh, little does the same thing few does, but the difference between both the thing is little always used in uncountable things. जैसे मैंने कहा था, a little knowledge, knowledge is not countable. Is the knowledge countable thing? No. Fine. So knowledge is not countable. So a little is always used in uncountable thing, and few is used with countable things always. You see the difference between both the things here. It is a negative number adjective that means not many. It means the same thing. जैसे हमारे पास little में था, little means nothing, almost nothing. So the same thing is here. Few means almost nothing. It comes in negative sense. For example, few persons get such a chance. Persons are always countable noun, as I spoke before. Fine. As I told that little is used with uncountable and few is used with countable. Knowledge was uncountable and persons are countable. So few persons get such a chance. It means almost there are no persons who get a chance. Next one is a few. The same I spoke about a little. The same is here. It's an affirmative adjective and it means something at least. For example, he spoke a few words. It means he spoke something at least. कुछ तो बोला वो. Fine. Instead of saying nothing, he spoke something. Except that, much, it is used to show quantity with a singular and uncountable noun. For example, he showed much patience. Uncountable, as the sentence says, as the example says, patience is uncountable noun. So we often use much with singular and uncountable noun always. Come down, many. It's used to show number. As for example, many boys were not present there. It always shows the countable nouns. You see the difference between much and many. Much shows the uncountable noun and singular always, and many shows the countable noun and it always shows the number. Just after that, let's go deep. Each and every and so on. Each, it means one of the two things or any number exceeding two. Sometimes don't we say that each and everybody has to do this? We often say this example. Fine. So each and everybody means if I want to say one or more than two persons, for that we often use each. For example, each boy of the class was given a prize. Fine. So मतलब एक और एक से ज़्यादा जितने भी boys थे class में, they got a prize. After that, every. It is used in speaking of more than two. As I spoke, each and everybody has to do this. So more than two, if there is only one thing, for that we use each. And if there are more than two, we use every for that. For example, every one of these answers is wrong. It means more than two answers are all the answers of the are wrong. Next, either and neither. Either has two meanings. Like generally, if we say in Hindi, हमें पता है कि if we say in Hindi, either has two meanings. Fine. Where did it go? Okay, so fine. Jia, you want to say something? Wait. We'll do it later on. Either, we were stuck on either because there was some network issue. So now we are again starting with either. As we have spoken before, either has two meanings. One or other, or otherwise both the things. दोनों. या तो हम कहते हैं कि एक, दोनों में से एक, otherwise हम कहते हैं दोनों. So for both the things we use either. For example, there were trees on either side. It means there were trees on both the side of the road. So here either we have used for both the sides. And if I say either pen will do, it means दोनों में से एक चीज काम आएगी. So for that I'll use either. So here either is used for both the things. One thing is one or other, or the second one is both. Fine. The same way it goes with neither. Okay, and just like either, the same thing goes with neither. Neither means या तो दोनों में से कोई भी चीज नहीं या दोनों नहीं. Fine. It means if suppose I'm giving the same example, there were trees neither side. It means both the side trees were not there. Or if I say neither pen will do, दोनों में से एक भी चीज काम नहीं आएगी. तो the same thing goes with neither and either. Just after that, less. It refers only to quantity, as we do not sell less than 5 kilos of sugar. Example says we do not say less than 5 kilos of sugar. So it always shows quantity. Fewer shows a number always. For example, no fewer than 40 soldiers were killed in the explosion. Just after that, some. It is used in affirmative sentences to show quantity, as there is some money in my purse. Now you people can ask, there can be a question raising in your mind that we used few also for countable nouns, we are using some also for countable nouns. Now what is the difference between few and some? You people, like, there must be some question in your mind if you people are thinking for the same. So the answer for the same is some always used in affirmative sentence. Affirmative means there is at least something. Fine. So we always use some in affirmative sentence and we always use few for the negative sentence. Few हमेशा negative sentence में आएगा. It means few always comes in negative sense, and some always used in affirmative sense, or you can say the positive sense. For example, there is some money in my purse. There is some amount of sugar in the jar. Fine. So there are so many examples which shows the positive sense. The next one, any. It is used in negative tense and interrogative sentence. Negative or interrogative में we always use any. If suppose I ask, do you have some sugar? So you will say, no, I don't have any. Fine. So how did I ask? Do you have some sugar? तो मैंने पूछा आपसे affirmative sentence में, and you are answering no, I don't have any. So you are taking it a negative sense कि हाँ मेरे पास नहीं है. Did you see the example over here? Did you see any woman at the meeting? The answer says, if I'll give you the answer, no, I did not see any. So how did I answer? I answered in any form in negative sense. The second one, I have not any money to spare. Again, it is in a negative sense. So whenever we are using any, make sure that the sentence should always include not in it. It always comes in negative or interrogative sense. Fine. After that, let's have a quick review of determiners, whatever we read from the beginning till the end. From the beginning, determiners are a kind of noun modifier. They precede and are necessarily followed by noun always. I have spoken before that determiners are the word which are used just before the nouns, and it clarifies the noun. They never modifies the noun. And what modifies the noun? The adjective modifies the noun. The first one we read was the articles. Here it is given. An article is a word that modifies or describes a noun. For example, indefinite articles के साथ we always use a or an. If जैसे I said monkey, an honest man, and this and that. And definite articles के साथ we always use the. For example, the Himalayas, or you can say the Ganga, or you can say the USA and all. Now there is one more thing. It's like raising in my mind. I want to share it with you. There must be something. If suppose I say Japan, so would I use the before Japan? You say, if I say India, why don't we use the before India, and why we use the before USA, the before क्या कहते हैं UK? Why do we do that? I'll come to this when I'll ask question answer, but just now I'm telling you the answer for the same, that whenever the countries name it in a phrase means if suppose we abbreviate USA, it is United States of America. Fine. So whenever the country name is this much longer, whenever the countries name it in a phrase, we always use the before that. And why don't we use the before Japan, India, and so on? Because these countries names are not phrase term. वे single एक word में आ जाते हैं. That is why we don't use the before that. So when I'll come to question answer round, I'll ask the same question related to this also. Next one is the quantifiers we read. These are the adjectives or phrases that serve to answer two possible questions: how many and how much. For example, much, little, a bit, and so on, that we read earlier. Okay, so we read about quantifiers. It shows much, a little, a bit, a great deal, and so on. Now we'll come to demonstrative, which we have already heard, which we have already read. As the title itself says, they describe the position of an object seen from a speaker's point of view. It means, if I'm a speaker, how would I say, this is my book, those are the grapes, that is your chair, and this and so on. Now here you need to understand that these is the plural form of this, and those is the plural form of that. If suppose I want to say that book is mine, and if suppose I'm converting the same into the plural one, I'll say those books are mine. Fine. And if suppose I'm saying this is my chair, and at the same thing, I'll say in the plural form, I'll say these are my chairs. Okay, fine. So the next one is the numbers. Fine. Here we use always numbers with it. Numbers are the cardinal and the ordinal numbers. Cardinal numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And ordinal numbers are 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5. It comes in number category. Next one is distributives. Distributives are the words which shows half, each, every, either, and neither, which we read just now in the slideshow. It comes in distributives category. Possessives. Possessive pronoun and adjective indicate who an object belongs to. It shows an ownership. कि चीज किससे belong कर रही है. For example, mine, yours, his, hers, its, my, your, his, her, and it. I told you the difference between possessive pronoun and possessive determiners. Possessive pronouns are, if suppose I say this is my book, then my comes in possessive pronoun. Fine. And if suppose I say this book is mine, so here mine comes in possessive determiners category. You got the difference between both the things? Fine. Next one is difference words. Difference words mean the words which show the difference between the determiners. For example, other and another. Only these two words are there which shows the difference. And the last one is, but not the least, defining words, or you can say the relative pronoun. Just हम pronoun पढ़े थे, that time relative pronouns were there. If I say this is the boy whom I met yesterday, so I'm showing the relation between whom and the boy. Here the same thing, defining words, they indicate which thing or person is being referred to. For example, which and whose. So this was the summary, whatever we read in the name of determiners. Now here is a practice exercise in front of you. Spot the determiners. He looked up the tree. It loomed over them like a tower and swayed back and forth in the wind. Jack knew that one of these days his tree might come crashing down if the storms got any worse. Listen, shouted his sister. That thunder is definitely getting louder. This is the exercise. You need to do it right now with me. And the hint for the same is they all come. It means determiners always come before the noun. So this is the hint for you. Now I'm going to stop the recording, and then you have to understand.